Back in January 2004, a group of NRIs, Indian Americans, wanted to see the real heart of India. We went on a 5-day journey starting in Tuticorin via Vilathikulam, Madurai, Dindigul to Erode and ending in Coimbatore. We learned that Tuticorin and Ramanathapuram districts are the two driest districts of Tamil Nadu. Everywhere we went in those areas, villagers told us they have no water, they have no jobs 6 months of the year. With project support from Dhan Foundation of Madurai, we collected $6,000 to desilt and dredge a drinking water pond in a village 15 kilometers from Vilathikulam. The pond's holding capacity was reduced because of the silt collected in the bottom of the pond. As a result, this pond could only hold water 2 months after a major rainfall. The villagers would walk or take a bus to bring drinking water from the neighboring villages for about 2 rupees per bucket. After the successful completion of the project, the village has enough water now. The key to the success of this project was Dhan's insistence that 1/3 of the project cost must be met by the villagers themselves. Our livelihood project consists of the traditional ones: goat rearing, vermicomposting, tailoring, and making chili powder. We made our share of blunders. In the goat rearing project, the cost of the goat on the average was 2,000 rupees. We gave goats to 3 self-help groups. In one group, 7 of the 25 goats died due to a food digestive disorder. The worms in our vermicomposting projects died due to the oppressive heat of Vilathikulam, not once but twice. The tailoring projects were a partial success. They still had difficulty breaking into the open marketplace with their stitched items. But while we were investing our money in training these groups, others were watching us. They learned how to do it, they invested their own money, and did a better job and succeeded. This was our lesson number 1. Villagers need hands-on training, and they must invest their own money to succeed.
Over the last 2 years, many villagers have benefited from our initial trials. The goats have actually multiplied. The tailoring machines are being used to make all items for the women of the SHG groups. We are happy to learn that many women have progressed and achieved some economic freedom. Rural development starts with water, but it must include other key elements as well. We have coined a new acronym, WEALTH. That is WEALTH. W stands for water, especially good drinking water, and sanitation must go hand in hand with water. E stands for energy and education. Energy, especially alternate forms of energy, such as biomass, solar, and windmills. Education for Bharathiyar, that is kindergarten, all the way up to vocational training. A stands for agriculture. Implement better methods to increase the yield, and also better storage methods in the farm itself to give more value to the farmer, and food processing set up in the village clusters. L stands for livelihood, which is jobs for the villagers. Some examples: making fiber from banana trees, making furniture from lantana trees. T stands for low-cost technology, like making bricks. H stands for health, providing eye camps and basic care.
இந்த கிராமத்திலேயே ஒரு குளம் கட்டணும்னா நல்லா சுத்தமா வச்சுக்கிட்டோம்னா தண்ணி நமக்கு தேவையான
பெரிய வியாதிகள் இருந்தா அப்பேற்பட்ட சமயங்கள்ல எங்க போவீங்க?
பெரிய பெரிய வெளியூருக்கு தான் போகணும்.
போக இதர தொழில்கள் உங்களுக்கு வாய்ப்புகள் இருக்கா?
இல்லையே, அப்படி ஒன்றும் இல்லையே. விவசாயம் போக வாய்ப்பு இல்லையே.
அப்படின்னா நீங்க இந்த விவசாயத்தையே நம்பி இருக்கிறதுனால விவசாயத்தில் நஷ்டம் ஏற்பட்ட மேற்கொண்டு நீங்கள் என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க?
நஷ்டம் ஏற்பட்ட வேற ஏதாவது அடமானம் கிடமானம் வச்சு தான் வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கு.
பொருள் இருக்கிறது அடமானம் வச்சுக்கிறீங்க, இல்லாதவங்க
இந்த ஒரு வேலை வாங்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க.
ஆமாம்,
நீங்கள் இதெல்லாம் நீங்கள் கஷ்டப்பட்டு வச்சு அவங்களுக்கு தான் லாபம். எவ்வளவு மாதம் நீங்கள் வேலை பண்ணீங்க? இது 3-4 மாதம். 3-4 மாதம் நீங்கள் கஷ்டப்பட்டீங்க. ஆமாம். நீங்கள் கஷ்டப்பட்டது நீ கடைக்காரன் கஷ்டப்படல. அவன் சம்பாதிச்சு மட்டும் அவன் சம்பாதிக்கிறான். அதுக்கு விவசாயிக்கு என்ன கிடைக்க மாட்டேங்குது. அவன் தான் அடிச்சுட்டு போகிறான். அதெல்லாம் தப்பு. அது என்ன செய்ய முடியும்? தப்புன்னு எங்கே வயிற்று போயிட்டு இருக்குல்ல, கொண்டு போட்டாலும் கூலி கொடுக்கணும். நீங்கள் அதை பார்க்கணும், சம்பளம் கொடுக்கணும்ல. இப்போ அங்கிட்ட தூசி வருங்க. நீங்கள் சொல்கிறது நல்லதான், அதை வச்சு காப்பாற்ற முடியாது.
The BCC was created in 2007 to construct, operate, and maintain the center. The trustees represent both local knowledge as well as worldly background. Some of them are alumni of IIT Madras.
Dr. Jyotimani, a PhD in chemistry, a native of Vilathikulam, has years of knowledge about this region. Through his own Vidyal Trust, Jyotimani has been working for the welfare of his community. Ramkrishnan, an NRI from the US, also an alumnus of IIT Madras, has taken an interest in developing this region. Madhuri Menon, a Chennai resident involved in various social and charitable organizations, has a trust, an NGO named Banyan. Jayas Indaresan, a Delhi resident active in many NGO activities, is a close friend of President Kalam. Her husband, Professor Indaresan, was past director of IIT Madras. Ramya Nageshwar, a Tamilian settled in Singapore, has been active in various projects in India. Naresh Sharma, resident of California, another IIT Madras alumnus, has deep knowledge in alternative energy systems. Dr. R. Ramaratnam, CEO of an electric motors unit in Chennai, is also an alumnus of IIT Madras. Madhavan of Padipai, a farm near Chennai, is helping us to triple the farm productivity in stages.
Starting with the 13-acre land given on a long-term lease by Dr. Jyotimani to the BCC Trust, we have constructed 2 water ponds collecting rainwater. We have built a hut for our first 2 employees, 2 villagers from a nearby village. We have built a 1-acre wonder farm based on Ruda Radya from Mysore. Our architect, Paramaishavaram, has prepared a good design for the training center. This is a 5-sided building with a small water pond in the center. This training center will house health clinic, solar panel making workshop, a Baldwadi teacher training center, small testing labs for water quality, soil testing, and blood tests. A village in this region has about 1,200 people. In a 2 to 4 kilometer radius, there are about 12 villages. At this distance, they may walk to this community center. BCC is located at the intersection of 2 roads with transport buses almost every 30 minutes. These buses can help villages in a 10 to 15 kilometer radius reach the community center. We plan to reimburse a 2-way bus fare for these village visitors. In the second year, we will construct overnight stay lodging and kitchen facilities. By the end of the year, we will outfit a bus with some of the BCC concepts and drive the 200 plus villages in the northern half of this district.